Okay, now that we've ranted a bit in a couple of videos about war and peace negotiations and so on, go back here to I'm going to talk about a product, okay? This product is quite popular. Now, I've got some nits to pick, though, as I always do. I'm not a person who just gets something and is 100% pleased with it in general. So, it's this Hill People Gear chest bag. I don't know what they call it. It's a chest bag. It goes on your chest in the front. Admin bag, admin pouch, kind of type of thing. I'm going to talk about it. I got it because somebody asked me a question about it. They said, hey, how do you feel about the chest bag when you're going out and blah, blah, blah. I said, I don't really know because I don't own one. I've had stuff on my chest in the past, as well as other places, but I never had one of these bags, okay? So I've done a couple things to this. I filled it with some stuff. I'm probably going to use it tonight. So I've got these patches on here for a purpose. They're not just there because, okay? I put some wool caps and a t-shirt and, and that stuff in there just to kind of bulk it up so we can have a good look at it, It's decently sized, but personally for what it is, I would have this slightly larger, okay? Because if this is going to be like what I'm going to be working out of most of the time when I am out, say if I'm out hunting, right? Because a lot of hunters like these, or guys that are out there teaching bushcraft survival, a lot of guys doing that. There's some guys that they wear these when they're patrolling their property, and just a lot of different uses for this chest rig, right? This chest bag. But it should be, in my opinion, this should be slightly larger. This is supposed to be their largest bag. This is a search and rescue. It's supposed to be the largest version. But I kind of find it a little bit difficult to fit the things in it that I want to take, that I would want to take, right? It seems to, when I put the stuff in there, like GPS and navigation stuff and maps and whatnot, I see a lot of guys on YouTube, because I looked it up before I purchased this, and I see a lot of guys they seem to get a lot more stuff in there than I can put in there myself. For some reason, it just seems like they're able to fit more crap in their bag than I am. But, so to me it seems slightly small. I ordered what I thought was the largest size. Maybe they have a larger size. It's just not, it's a little convoluted, to be honest with you, on their website. To me anyway. I mean, they should have a note that says, this is the very largest that there is. Something that kind of explains it a little bit better, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not taking enough time to look at it. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty of the actual unit. Number one, I think it could be about half a size larger than what it is. So what that means is take the volume of this and cut it in half, and that half of a volume of the whole thing, add it back to the original volume. You follow me? Now I'm convoluted, right? That means kind of confusing. Yeah. But anyways, I think it could be half again as larger in size. Oh, okay. I think it could be a bit larger. Now that's on the size. Let's talk about the construction. This is 500 denier. For what it is, I feel that this should be 1,000 denier. This, to me, it's kind of like a butt pack, but on your front. Okay, on the front. Okay. And something like this, you're constantly in and out of at certain times. You're going to be in and out of it constantly. Okay. And even throughout your time doing whatever you're doing, you could constantly be in and out. This needs to be 1,000 denier nylon, Cordura. Okay, it needs to be 1,000 denier for what it is. Okay. That goes for butt packs too. All butt packs should be a minimum 1,000 denier. And in my opinion, every butt pack should have a double bottom. Okay. 1,000 denier is extremely abrasion resistant. So I think that it should be 1,000 denier. Trying to keep track of my time here. And this, the biggest gripe that I have functionally about this is the rear section where they have said, well, this is where we want you to put your firearm, your handgun, okay, or your pistol, right? But yet, it's got a number 8, what looks to be a number 8 YKK zipper. That zipper is the wrong zipper. There's two things about this back compartment. One, it's the wrong zipper. That should be a number 10 YKK, like the front zipper. See how easy this is to open and shut? Number 10 YKK zippers are bomb-proof. There's a reason why companies use number 10 YKK zippers on military kit. Is because they work so well and they last. Okay? Number 10 is what it should be. I believe it's a number 8. So it's a bit finer toothed. You don't need that. You don't need that kind of baloney. You don't need the aggravation either. It's got this flap that doesn't need to be here, or it needs to be a little bit more generous as far as being a little bit looser, okay, because it's too tight to the zipper. You start getting stuff in here and it pushes down on the zipper. You don't want that. You need that zipper to open. You got a firearm in there, you want to get that firearm out, you don't need anything hindering you to get the firearm out. This is the worst time to be having anything hindering you to get a firearm out to do business. Okay? You don't need that. And you don't need these little gimmicky afterthoughts like, well, place your zipper here and do this. No, you don't need that. That's just trying to have an excuse for a bad idea. Okay, this is a bad idea. Number 8 in this tight shroud over the zipper. Bad ideas. You need to get rid of those. I'm talking directly to Hill People Gear here. Okay? Those need to be gotten rid of. Needs to be a number 10 YKK zipper. And if you're going to have this to cover that zipper, it needs to be slightly looser. It needs to be a little bit more generous on the material. Don't skimp, because this is not a cheap bag. Don't skimp, okay? People don't like it when companies skimp. People want quality stuff. This is the reason why Savada, okay, over there is so popular right now, is because they're making a lot of bomb-proof stuff, And a lot of companies go through that. Some companies will make bomb-proof stuff for a while, and then they'll, like, you know, cheap out later. Okay, and it seems to happen with a lot of good companies. They start out awesome, and then they go away. That's another review or another discussion, right? So this is too tight at the corner. This up here with the number 10 is more rounded. Okay, that's more rounded. And when I pull this zipper, look, I can pull both those zippers at the same time. You know, there it is, all the way around. Look at that. Number 10. You know, and it's open. There's no hard corner like this back zipper. This has a harder corner. That's wrong. You need to soften that corner. That corner needs to be more rounded. I know you're trying to get a form, but make the form rounded. More rounded. It's too squared. Too squared off on both sides. This is what's causing, one of the things that's causing a hindrance. And having a number 8 zipper there, see, I could barely even get that to go around that corner because it's hanging up. So the number 8 zipper makes it a bit difficult. And I'm trying to be gentle with this because I don't want to break it. Okay, I don't want to break it. This costs a lot of money. I probably won't keep much in there, in that back compartment. And see, this is a problem because I paid a lot of money for this Hill People gear bag, and I want to be able to use everything 100%. But I'm already getting choked off because I don't want to mess with it because it's a pain, right? Okay, I only got like 3 minutes left. I'm going to move on. So, you already heard how I feel about this zipper area back here. So you need to correct it. For the money, this should not have ever happened. Should not have ever happened. For the money that you're charging, it should not have ever happened. And this should be 1,000 denier. I took these ridiculous Grimlocks and I put them on the bottom. I put them on the bottom, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to put this thing on. Right. Put her on. We're going to discuss this just a bit. Alright. Now, if you're running, this thing's going to do this. Right? It's going to do that. So what I've done is I put the Grimlocks on the bottom, and I took these extra straps that come with it that you can adjust up and down. And what I've got here is a couple of little plastic carabiners, right? These you could buy anywhere now. And so I can clip these in at my waist to whatever else I'm wearing, or I can clip them into a belt loop or something. I clip these in and then tighten these straps down, and that will keep this from flopping up and down if I'm running, right? This allows me to wear it a little bit looser. If I weren't doing this, then I would have to tighten this stuff up to where it would be a little bit more, uncomfortable, right? And up here, instead of the Grimlocks, I went ahead and I put these D-rings, these heavy-duty 1-inch D-rings. These are Duraflex. And I attached them via paracord on both sides. And that's 100% strength loop. Each one of these is good for a couple of 100 pounds. Right, so they're good for anything that you wanted to hang off of this. Either side. And basically what you're going to do, I'm going to do this quick. Basically what you're going to do, I'm going to turn this light on, is you're going to see this strap, right? You're going to basically put that strap through the slot on the D-ring. And then you're going to attach a piece of paracord to keep it from coming off. Do you understand what I'm saying here? If you don't, let me know. Okay, I know it's a little difficult to see. If you don't, let me know and I will try to get some close-up of that. It's kind of hard to do close-ups to this camera. But that paracord goes through, around, and back. And it keeps this D-ring from coming off. Okay. If you mess with it a bit, you'll see what I'm saying. Alright. I guess we will let this go for now. But this is my critique of this chest bag. It needs to be a little bit larger. It needs to be a little bit larger. The zipper, the rear zipper area, that all needs to be dealt with. Those hard corners need to go away. The zipper needs to be a number 10, and the flap needs to be slightly more generous. See you later.